Another sort of strategy that you may want to try is that you will always have the advantage if you are defending. Remember I talked about digging cap in earlier videos, which is this here, which is 1 out of 1 so far. But that number basically is how defended you are because you've been in the territory for so long. So if he comes and attacks us from there right now, first of all, he's going to have an attacker's negative effect, which is because he's attacking our territory which we're defending, so we have the upper hand. That's going to give him a slight disadvantage. Other than that, we have a digging level right here, which is pretty much what that is, but right now it's 1 out of 1. Again, we can research it by this section of the technology tree here. But right now, we're going to see what he's going to do. And if I think correctly, he's going to come here and attack us there. You can see right now, Sardinia Pemon is sending their troops ahead, and they're going to get stuck in there as well. You see right now, he's sent 29 troops across. And one of the things I spoke about earlier with being able to see when troops are going to arrive. So, say if I saw him coming at me, I could check how long is it going to take him to get to where I am, and say that's going to be 3 days. Then I say, can I get to here in 2 days? And if that's possible, we create a cat and mouse scenario where he's just chasing me around the map. And that is a good tactic to use for certain events. Now let's see what's happening here. We're still successfully seizing this area. They're going to attack straight here. And this is going to take us 6 days to get here, which I think we'll be able to do. And now we can see he's gonna arrive in Tarragona on the 30th of November. If I go here, I get there on the 2nd of December, so slightly after. And because basically what happens now is he's turned around. And he's done this because he knows, the AI knows, sorry, that when he gets there, I'll be 2 days behind him. And he can't leave that area in enough time to avoid me. So instead, he's going to stop doing that. Now what I can do is do this. That's going to stop him again. Then I can go straight for him. And this is all a matter of manipulating the timing of these events. So right now, he was in the middle of charging somewhere. Then I charged straight at him. This means he has to take a small amount of time to stop charging in one place and charge another place. And now he can't escape. Let's have a look. 1 day away from arriving at this and battling him. So let's just do it. Now you can see right now, we are losing this battle. This red obviously means we are losing. The green means he's winning. We have 2 bars here of morale, which we've talked about before. When that hits 0, your characters run. And you can see right now, if we watch these dice rolls, I think we can actually click on the... There we go. So you can see right now we're losing. And like I've spoken about before with army width, is that you can only fit so many on your front lines. And this is what this represents. So you can see right now, these are the 2 modifiers that we have. So you can see we have 6 days until we can retreat. Our last dice roll was a 2. This game is based on dice roll attacks. And our leader's attack value, which I don't think I can check from here. I'm able to go into generals. Which general do we have on this character? We have Leopold Hamelin. Leopold Hamelin has a 1 to attack. Which then means that this dice is going to be improved by 1 because of our leader's attack. Now on the opposite side, they have a leader defense of 2. Which means they're going to get +2 to defense when we attack. And you can see right now, if we mouse over this is our lines. And you can see here we have some cavalry, artillery and things in the front, which shouldn't be really where it is, and we have some artillery in the back. And this is because we don't have the proper men to have a correct structure. So we're making the best of what we can. And you can see here, that's the organisation level, which we talked about before. When that hits 0, we run, and that is the amount of men fighting against their amount of men. Now, what we can do right now, which we're going to do, is send in a reinforcement. Now, if I watch this, now we've turned the tides. We're on white against white, which means the war is even so far. We have lower morale overall, but we have 3,000 more men. And this is going to affect what's going to happen now. Now, if we watch this play out, you can see that we are taking the upper hand. And what generally happens in wars is, once you are in the lead, you begin to get more and more in the lead until they just hit 0. But now you can see actually they've pulled it back because our organisation is so low. So what we're probably going to have to do is send out even more troops. So let's do that and see if we can get there. Oh, we can see actually we won that somehow. So we won't have to be doing that. But what we can do is travel down here. Start getting this down. That's 33% done. So let's merge these two groups together. So that they are now under one leader instead of two as they were before. And this will be a good time to mention undermanned brigades. And what undermanned brigades are is basically you have a brigade, we'll say here, but we don't have enough troops in France. We don't have enough soldiers in the population of France to reinforce it. You can see actually if we go up here, we have 57 out of 43 brigades, which means those remaining brigades aren't going to be able to reinforce. You can see the ones in red can't reinforce. They are stuck at this number. They will not go up unless we get more troops. And I'm just going to see if I can quickly fix this here by encouraging soldiers there. But this is going to be a slow process. But right now we're just going to have to do what we have. And this is probably just going to let this go. Now, you can see right now we have captured an area. And this will stay ours until either the Spanish take it back over or we finish the war. Now let's see how the war's going. You can see if I go to the war tab now, we have our two allies, what we want, and their military force against ours, and a -1. Now if we mouse over this, it tells us exactly what's happening. We have got a -3 from losing battles, which we have lost. We have 1.6 for occupying somewhere, 1.2 for blockading them, and we are losing 0.45 for being blockaded. Now blockades are done with the navy, which I'm going to do right now, and it's as simple as park a ship outside their docks, and that will give you war score and stop their trade. So I'm actually going to do this in two places here, and that should be enough. So you can see our ships are now going to move in and do some blockading while we finish the war here. Now I'm going to actually have to pull in some troops from down there and bring them in. Because the war is going well, but we want to have as minimum casualties as possible, so we don't have to reinforce and spend money. Now what we're going to do right now is they have 13 there, we have 23, they're going to move to there to try and take out our allies. If we move there, like I've said before, they're now not going to do that. Then we stand still, they have no choice but to keep moving. And that is another battle won for us. Unless that happens, in which case we send this man over here. And we can't retreat from that fight. The war, is that battle still going on? See if we can send in some reinforcements. Oh, we've won that war. We'll stand him there. We'll stand him down here. And battling in Victoria 2 is essentially, as you can see, just a big mess of numbers, statistics, playing the AI for a fool, and just learning how the AI works and how to take advantage of it. Now, another point that I should mention, I'm sorry this is so just all over the place, but a lot happens in wars. A really, really, really useful thing in a war is your outliner. None of this is important, but this is. Your armies, if they are in red, means they are above the supply limit of the place they're in, which we can see is there and there. And these are hostile occupations, so places in which we are being occupied, and the percentage that we have, and these places we are occupying. So what I'm going to do now is move him to there and start clearing up some of the attackers. Do I have any other troops around? I have these. What can we do with these? We're going to send them after the 5. There you go. Another point which I should add is if you shift click an area, it will not redo the path, but extend the path. So we can keep doing this over and over again. Whereas if I just click, it will just it will take the quickest route to that place. So for instance, I want to go here to take out that 5, but it's going to do that. So instead I click here, shift click. And that will make a custom route, if you will. So let's see what's going on here.